Willie D Live.
Breaking news out of Australia. We got a mass shooting in Australia. Now, we're used to mass shootings in the United States, so much so that we're almost desensitized to it. It's not even a big deal, seems like, anymore. Nobody really cares because it appears that nobody is doing anything about it. Well, Australia probably has been checking out a lot of U.S. news lately because they had a couple of uncivilized mutts that opened fire on a group of people, and 12 people are now dead. This on a beach, fam. A beach. Can you imagine? A beach is one of those places where you're supposed to go to for relaxation. You know, you go there, to relax, kick it, reflect. And something like this happened. Can you imagine just relaxing on the beach, fam? Most people don't have street clothes on the beach. You're in your bikini, your shorts or whatever. And some uncivilized mutt just start opening fire on you. Check it out.
Another deadly mass shooting, this one in Australia, where police say 2 gunmen opened fire on Sydney's famous Bondi Beach, killing at least 11 people. One of the suspects also is dead. Another is in custody. NBC's Raf Sanchez is following the latest developments for us. Raf, what more can you tell us?
Well, Willie, Australian authorities are calling this a terrorist attack targeting the Jewish community as it was celebrating the first night of Hanukkah. Here's what we know. As you said, 2 gunmen opened fire with long guns. There are at least 11 people killed, including one of the shooters. The second gunman is in custody in critical condition, and authorities are now investigating whether a third individual was potentially involved. Now, amid the horror, there was also heroism. There is a video that is a little difficult to watch, but I want to show it to you in just a second here. You see, if we have that video, you see the man in white there running up and tackling that suspected gunman. There is a struggle, and you can see he appears to wrestle what looks like a shotgun out of that man's hands. Now, we're
going to stop right there really quick so we can salute old buddy. I ain't got no problem with that.
Individual in white has not at this point been identified, but local leaders are hailing what they say were extraordinary acts of personal courage by people who just jumped in at the scene. It is very likely that that man saved some lives by appearing to disarm that gunman. We know that at least 29 people were taken to hospital. Among them are 2 police officers. Authorities are saying police were on the scene and engaging in a gun battle with these shooters within just minutes. Police are also saying that they found a car linked to the killed gunman, which does appear to contain improvised explosive devices. Now, the bomb squad there in Sydney is probing that vehicle. They are looking for more clues. They are looking for more details about the motives. And Willie, a massive police investigation is now underway, but we can already say at this point that this is one of the worst gun massacres in Australian history. Willie?
Just terrifying images there at one of the favorite places, not just in Australia, but in the world. As you say, a Jewish celebration, the first night of Hanukkah, some 1,000 people gathered there. And it just gives you chills, breathtaking to watch the heroism of that one man to disarm one of the gunmen, but not before, as you say, 11 people were killed. So where will this investigation, Raf, go now from here? You have one of the gunmen dead. You have one, as you say, in critical condition. There were improvised devices, bomb disposal units being dispatched there. Clearly, this was planned, a long time coming. What are the next steps here?
Yeah, so Willie, we are heading into the nighttime now in Australia, but you have a massive crime scene along Bondi Beach now. Lots of potential areas for evidence, areas for clues. Police there will be looking at the firearms. Guns are quite unusual in Australia. It has one of the lowest gun death rates of any developed country. And that's partly, Willie, because there was a major gun massacre in Australia in 1996. It's called the Port Arthur Massacre. More than 30 people were killed. And the Australian government government responded extremely swiftly with a new wave of gun laws. It's difficult to buy weapons in Australia. There was an enormous national gun buyback. And that is part of the reason that this is just so shocking for people around the world, but especially in Australia, where gun violence is unusual. As you say, they have one of the suspected gunmen in custody. They are describing him as being in critical condition. We don't know if at some point they are going to be able to interrogate this individual to find out more about the planning, about the motivation here, but they will be scouring the social media accounts of the people that were involved. They will be looking at the weapons, and of course, they will be looking at that vehicle, which was found near the scene. It appears that those improvised explosive devices did not go off. We do not know whether the attackers tried to employ them during the attack or not. From what we can see from video at the scene, the two individuals who were dressed in black firing those long guns from a bridge, an elevated position down onto the crowds below. You can see one of the gunmen there on that bridge firing what appears to be a rifle after his comrade was disarmed by that bystander. And there was a large police response, including armed officers, to that scene. But a massive crime scene and a lot of evidence to sift through. Police are saying at this point they believe there is no further danger to the community, but police are out in force across the Sydney area and across broader Australia right now. Willie.
And on high alert, as you say. And as RAF reports, police now explicitly saying this is a terrorist attack targeting Jewish people during a Hanukkah celebration on Bondi Beach. Raf Sanchez, we'll be back to you.
Okay, two comments really quickly. One, the only problem I had with Buddy disarming one of the shooters is that he didn't pepper spray his body. You dig what I'm saying? Because if it had been me, oh, absolutely, man. Oh, I'm not finna just take the gun from you and let you run off. Oh, no, you finna get it. I'm finna give you everything you're looking for. I'm hitting him up. I'm gonna hit him up. Well, I would have lit that fool up. He would have never, ever, ever fired a gun again in his life. He wouldn't have been able to fire nothing. Secondly, I am cautious about the information coming in. I am well aware of propaganda. I'm well aware of propaganda. So I don't know if this is propaganda or not. I don't know. We do know that in America, they exercise propaganda all the time. There's propaganda everywhere. You don't know what's really the truth is. Oftentimes, when they want to wage war against somebody or they want to take something or do something dirty, they create distractions and they create like scenes to make things look realistic. And they'll even go as far as creating mock funerals. You know, they are fake victims. So this is extremely rare to happen in Australia. So it's concerning immediately when I hear about a mass shooting in Australia. You got two shooters, possibly three, opening fire on innocent people at a beach in Australia. That don't sound right. So when something don't sound right, it makes me suspicious. It could be exactly as it has been reported. That might be the truth. Exactly what they're reporting. We got 3 guys open fire, and it looks like these people were targeted because they were celebrating Hanukkah and because they were Jewish, and that might be true. It might have actually happened exactly like that. But what if there's somebody out there who decided, let's create this let's create this event, and so that we can do something, over here, over there, so something more cynical can take place. Something more sinister can take place. Happens all the time. That's all I'm saying. So I'm just looking at it from both sides. I'm looking at it from both sides. The way that the incident is being reported could be 100% plausible. But also, I think everything should be questioned, especially today. We should question everything. Everything. Because oftentimes things are not what they appear to be. Condolences to all of the family members, the loved ones, the survivors. RIP to the deceased. RIP.